Hello, my amazing artists. Are you ready to create? Here we go. Let's do our motto first. Repeat after me. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. Okay, boys and girls, since it is almost spring break, I thought we would do a fun little project that has to do with the beach. Even though we may not be going to the beach, I thought we could make a beach ball. So for today, you're gonna need a white piece of construction paper, these colored strips, should be at your tables, glue, a glue brush, black marker, and a pencil. So we're gonna start with a pencil. We're gonna draw a beach ball first, but before we do that, we're gonna write our name and number on our paper, then flip it over. So to do our beach ball, we wanna make it as big as we can. So we're gonna make a dot at the top of our paper and a dot at the bottom of our paper. This just helps us so we can know our beach ball is gonna be this big, okay? Now we're gonna start this dot. I'm gonna do a big curve around and end it at that bottom dot. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, okay? And yours is not gonna be perfect, mine is not perfect, but it does look pretty good. But do you see how those two dots helped us to make our beach ball really big? Now, make a dot in the middle. Here's how we're gonna do this. We are going to make our lines on our beach ball. You know how they have those stripes? So we're gonna make 6 spaces for different colors. So that just means we're gonna start this dot and we're gonna go up to the corner and come down and down to this corner so it looks like a diagonal line. Same thing, we're gonna go down to this corner and up to this corner. And now we're gonna start the dot again. We're gonna go straight up to the top and straight down to the bottom. So that should give us 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We really don't wanna have more than this. If you have less than this, it's okay, but we probably don't wanna have more than this. Now, I'm gonna take my marker. I'm just gonna trace over that the best I can. That just means I'm gonna go right on top of that line. It's okay if you don't get the line perfectly. Okay. All right, very good. Now what we're going to do is we are going to cut, I forgot scissors. We are actually gonna, you know what, we're not gonna cut them out. We're gonna take our beach ball and we're gonna use the strips of paper and we're gonna make each one of these sections a different color to make our beach ball nice and bright. So to do that, you're just gonna pick a color. We're not gonna glue this whole piece of paper down. What we're gonna do is we're gonna tear it and glue little pieces on. So when you tear it, you want your pieces to be kind of little. You don't want them to be really big or else you're gonna get into each of the other spaces. So you're just gonna tear little pieces. And you can tear them first and then glue. And we wanna fill up all the white space as much as we can. So now, we're just gonna get a little bit of glue. I'm just gonna put it on the back of my paper and I'm gonna stick it down. And I wanna fill in the space with this pink. And I'm gonna stay with pink for this whole little pie section here, okay? And you don't need a lot of glue. Remember, we don't want puddles of glue. You don't need glue seeping out everywhere. Just put a little bit on the middle like that, stick it down. You could even put a little glue on here and stick your pieces on top of it. That might actually be easier to do. Just don't do too much at once or else it'll dry before you get your pieces onto it. And you don't need to tear a ton of pieces before you glue them or else you're gonna have all these extra pieces when you're done because you probably won't need this whole thing. All right, I'm gonna fast forward and then you'll see my ending project. If you do not get done, it's okay. If you do get done, you might ask to get some scissors and cut yours out. You wanna try not to cover the black line, okay? Have fun. Okay, I know it's not finished, but this is kind of what each section is gonna look like. When you get done, it should be covered. Like I said, you may not get all the way done, and that's okay. Just have fun, take your time, and you can see I don't have globs of glue everywhere. I tried to make the black line show. It's kind of like a puzzle when you're fitting those pieces on. Okay, have fun, boys and girls. I'll see you in a few days.